What if I told you that one of the most celebrated foods in the world of longevity, a tiny fruit hailed by scientists and health experts as a veritable fountain of youth, could, at this very moment, be working against you? Picture that small blueberry, the blueberry, which you purchase with such care, thinking of your brain, your heart, and your future. Now, imagine that, depending on how you consume it, you might not only be canceling out its benefits, but even creating an adverse environment within your own body. We're talking about a treasure of nature, packed with antioxidants and compounds that combat aging at a cellular level. Luminaries like Dr. David Sinclair, the renowned Harvard biologist who has dedicated his life to deciphering the secrets of longevity, have placed foods like blueberries on a pedestal. They are the standard bearers of a diet that seeks not just to add years to life, but life to years. But herein lies an uncomfortable truth, a secret that most people, especially those over 60 who are more earnestly seeking to protect their health, are completely unaware of. There are specific combinations, seemingly harmless foods, that upon coming into contact with blueberries in your digestive system, unleash an unexpected reaction. They transform the superfood into something neutralized, or worse, an accomplice to the very problems you're trying to avoid. Today, we are going to unravel this mystery. But before I reveal which 3 foods might be sabotaging your health without you even knowing it, if you find this information valuable and want to keep receiving science-based health advice to live a longer, fuller life, I ask for a small gesture that helps us tremendously. Give this video a like, and more importantly, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. That way, you won't miss a single one of our future videos designed to empower you on your journey to optimal health. To grasp the gravity of this situation, we must first pay homage to the blueberry. This is no ordinary fruit, it is a nutritional powerhouse. Each tiny blue sphere is laden with compounds called anthocyanins. These are what give it its characteristic deep blue color, and are in large part responsible for its superpowers. Anthocyanins are incredibly potent antioxidants. Think of the rust that attacks metal. A similar process, called oxidative stress, is constantly occurring inside our cells. This stress is caused by unstable molecules called free radicals, which damage DNA, proteins, and cellular fats, accelerating aging and opening the door to a multitude of chronic ailments. Are like an army of protectors that neutralize these free radicals, safeguarding the integrity of your cells from the inside out. But their benefits extend far beyond that. Dr. David Sinclair and other researchers in the field of longevity often speak of the importance of activating proteins called sirtuins, also known as the longevity genes. These sirtuins regulate critical cellular processes, including DNA repair, certain compounds in blueberries, metabolism, such as pteristilbane, a close cousin of resveratrol, have been shown in studies to help activate these sirtuin pathways. In essence, eating blueberries is like sending a signal to your cells to switch into defense and repair mode, a fundamental state for healthy aging. This isn't just a passive defense, it's an active command for cellular rejuvenation, prompting your internal systems to clean house through processes like autophagy, where cells clear out damaged components to make way for new, healthy ones. This cellular cleanup is a cornerstone of slowing the aging process, and blueberries provide a key to igniting it. On a cerebral level, blueberries are superstars. Multiple studies have linked their regular consumption to improved memory and cognitive function in older adults. It is believed that anthocyanins can cross the blood-brain barrier, exerting their anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects directly in the brain. They promote neurogenesis, which is the creation of new neurons, and enhance synaptic plasticity, which is the communication between them. This means your brain can form new connections more easily, a process crucial for learning and memory. For a person over 60, concerned about maintaining mental agility and preventing cognitive decline, blueberries appear to be an indispensable ally. They don't just protect the brain. They actively help it to rebuild and stay flexible, combating the cognitive stiffness that can come with age. And we cannot forget the heart. These small fruits help to reduce blood pressure, lower levels of bad LDL cholesterol. Specifically, they prevent its oxidation, which is the truly dangerous step that leads to atherosclerosis, and improve the function of endothelial cells, which line the inside of our blood vessels. A healthy endothelium means more flexible blood vessels and a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. When your endothelium is healthy, it produces more nitric oxide, a molecule that tells your arteries to relax and widen, allowing blood to flow more freely. This directly translates to lower blood pressure and reduced strain on your heart. With this entire arsenal of benefits, it seems impossible that anything could go wrong. It's like having the most advanced and safest car in the world. But what happens if you put the wrong fuel in it? Not only will the car not run well, but you could permanently damage its engine. That is the perfect analogy for what happens when you combine blueberries with certain foods. You are, without knowing it, putting the wrong fuel into the engine of your health. You're holding a key to cellular vitality but are unknowingly pairing it with a lock that prevents it from working. Let's unlock this mystery together, starting with the first and perhaps most common saboteur. Number 1. Dairy products, especially cow's milk. This combination is incredibly common. Who hasn't enjoyed a bowl of cereal with milk and blueberries, or a fruit smoothie made with milk or yogurt? It seems like the very picture of a healthy breakfast. However, science tells a different story, one that unfolds at a molecular level in the darkness of your digestive system. Casein. Cow's milk is composed of approximately 80% casein. Casein has a particular molecular structure that makes it very sticky to certain compounds, especially polyphenols, the family of antioxidants to which the famous anthocyanins from blueberries belong. When blueberries and milk arrive together in your stomach, a binding phenomenon occurs. The casein molecules in their micelle structure act like forming complexes that are too large and stable to be efficiently absorbed by your intestine. A study published in the journal Free Radical Biology and Medicine investigated this very thing. Researchers found that consuming blueberries with milk drastically reduced the antioxidant capacity of the participants' blood plasma compared to when they consumed blueberries with only water. In simple terms, the milk hijacked the antioxidants before they had a chance to enter your bloodstream and work their protective magic. Think of it like this. You've hired an elite team of bodyguards, the antioxidants, to protect your body. But at the entrance, your stomach, you've paired them with a group that distracts and binds them, preventing them from doing their job. The result is that very few of these valuable protectors reach where they are needed. You are ingesting the calories and sugars from the blueberries, but the primary reason you eat them, their antioxidant power, is massively compromised. It's a nutritional tragedy happening in plain sight. This doesn't just apply to liquid milk. Yogurt, cheese, and other dairy products that contain high amounts of casein can have a similar effect. Although yogurt has probiotic benefits, the combination with blueberries from an antioxidant absorption perspective is suboptimal. So, what's the solution? You don't have to give up blueberries. The solution is to separate them. Enjoy your blueberries alone as a snack or combined with water in a smoothie. If you want to make a creamy smoothie, opt for non-dairy plant-based milks like almond, coconut, or oat milk, which do not contain casein. These alternatives offer their own unique nutritional profiles without engaging in the molecular sabotage that casein perpetrates. If you love yogurt, consider eating the blueberries 1 or 2 hours before or after consuming the dairy, to give your body a window of opportunity to absorb the anthocyanins without interference. It's a small adjustment in your routine that can make a monumental difference in the benefits you actually obtain from this superfood. Let's move on to the second item on our list, one that is equally common and potentially more detrimental in its interaction due to the chemical battle it ignites. Number 2. Foods and supplements with high concentrations of iron. Iron is an essential mineral. It is vital for the production of hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that transports oxygen throughout the body. Iron deficiency leads to anemia, fatigue, and weakness. For this reason, many foods, especially breakfast cereals, are fortified with iron, and many people, particularly older adults, take iron supplements on medical advice. However, this is where the chemistry or inorganic form used for fortification and in many supplements is a pro-oxidant. This means it can catalyze or accelerate oxidation reactions. Remember that the antioxidants in blueberries, like anthocyanins, work by donating electrons to neutralize free radicals. Iron, under certain conditions, does the exact opposite. It promotes the creation of some of the most harmful free radicals, such as the hydroxyl
When you
radical,
introduce a high load
through
of
a process called
antioxidants
the
from
Fenton
blueberries
reaction, and a high load of a pro-oxidant from iron into the same environment, like your stomach, you essentially create a chemical battleground. Instead of the antioxidants reaching your bloodstream to protect your cells, they are spent in the stomach, neutralizing the oxidative storm generated by the high concentration of iron. It's a matter of opportunity and environment. The power of blueberries lies in their ability to exert a systemic antioxidant effect, meaning throughout the entire body. If their power is depleted in a localized battle in the upper digestive tract, the benefit is lost. It's like sending a fire truck to put out a citywide fire, but it gets stuck putting out a small fire deliberately set at the fire station itself. The very resource meant to protect is consumed by a manufactured crisis at the point of entry. The problematic foods here are not just fortified cereals. Red meats, although they contain a form of iron, heme-iron, that is different, can present a similar challenge when consumed in large quantities alongside blueberries. The problem is most acute with iron supplements and highly fortified foods. Many older adults take their iron supplement in the morning with breakfast, which often includes blueberries. This is a well-intentioned but counterproductive combination. You are taking two healthy things that, together, nullify each other's primary benefits. The solution, once again, is timing. Separation is key. If you need to take an iron supplement, take it several hours away from your consumption of blueberries and other polyphenol-rich foods like tea, coffee, or dark chocolate. Read your food labels. If your breakfast cereal says fortified with 100% of the daily value of iron, opt for natural oatmeal, the best companion to which you can add the blueberries yourself. By managing the timing of your intake, you allow both the iron and the blueberry antioxidants to do their jobs separately, without interfering with each other. You will maximize the absorption of both and get the true benefit of each. This simple act of strategic eating elevates you from a passive consumer to an active manager of your own biochemistry. And this brings us to the third and perhaps most insidious saboteur, because it not only neutralizes the benefits of blueberries but creates a doubly negative effect on your metabolism, igniting a civil war within your body. Number 3. Refined sugars and high glycemic carbohydrates. This is the most dangerous combination, not because of a simple nullification, but because of a metabolic war. On one side, you have blueberries, a low glycemic food, full of fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. Their bioactive compounds actively fight systemic inflammation. On the other side, you have refined sugars, table sugar, high fructose corn syrup, and fast-digesting carbohydrates, white bread, pastries, cakes, cookies, sugary cereals. These foods cause a rapid and massive spike of glucose in the blood. When you combine blueberries with these foods, for example in a blueberry muffin made with white flour and sugar, on pancakes with syrup and blueberries on top, or in a sweetened yogurt, you are asking your body to handle two completely opposite signals at the same time. First, the sugar spike. Your pancreas is forced to release a large amount of insulin to try to shuttle all that glucose into the cells. If this happens frequently, the cells begin to become resistant to the insulin signal, a condition known as insulin resistance, which is a precursor to type 2 diabetes and is at the root of many chronic diseases. This sugar spike is, in itself, a highly pro-inflammatory event. It generates oxidative stress and promotes the production of inflammatory cytokines throughout the body. Now, introduce the blueberries into this equation. Their anti-inflammatory compounds try to counteract the storm of inflammation that the sugar has just created. It's like trying to put out a raging fire with a glass of water while someone continues to pour gasoline on it. The beneficial effect of the blueberries is completely overwhelmed by the pro-inflammatory tsunami of the sugar. But there's something even deeper. The excess sugar in the bloodstream leads to a process called glycation. Glycation occurs when sugar molecules attach themselves to proteins and fats in the body, forming harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs are responsible for the hardening of arteries, the aging of skin, they damage collagen and elastin, the clouding of the eye's lens, cataracts, and damage to nerves. They are, quite literally, molecules that age you from the inside out, making your tissues brittle and dysfunctional. The compounds in blueberries, on the other hand, have anti-glycation properties. They try to protect your proteins from this harmful caramelization. But again, if the sugar load is too high, their protective capacity is exceeded. You are taking a food designed to protect you from metabolic damage and mixing it with the primary driver of that very damage. It is a biological contradiction. The healthy way to eat blueberries is in a manner that supports their mission, not one that fights it. Combine them with sources of healthy fats like walnuts, almonds, or chia seeds. Mix them with whole grain oatmeal, which releases its energy slowly. Use them to naturally sweeten a green smoothie. By doing so, you create a synergy. The fiber and fats slow the absorption of the natural sugars from the blueberries themselves, ensuring a stable glycemic response, while their compounds can work unopposed to reduce inflammation, combat oxidative stress, and protect your cells. We have seen how 3 groups of seemingly innocent foods can sabotage the incredible benefits of blueberries. Dairy products through casein, which hijacks their antioxidants. Iron-rich foods and supplements, which expend the antioxidant power in a chemical battle in your stomach. And refined sugars, which create a pro-inflammatory and glycation-promoting environment that the blueberries' compounds simply cannot overcome. Knowledge is power. And in the realm of health and longevity, this power translates into the ability to make daily choices that truly add up, rather than subtract. The philosophy of experts like Dr. David Sinclair is not about finding a magic pill, but about understanding how small habits and the interactions of foods create the internal environment that will determine how we age. It's not about demonizing foods, but about being intelligent in how we combine them. You now possess knowledge that most people ignore. You can look at a menu or your own refrigerator with a new perspective. You can continue to enjoy one of nature's most precious gifts, blueberries, but now in a way that maximizes their potential to protect your brain, your heart, and your overall vitality. Choose to eat them alone, with nuts, with whole grain oats, in smoothies with plant-based milks. Separate their consumption from dairy and iron supplements. And, above all, banish them from any dish that is loaded with refined sugar. Your body is the most important project you will ever work on. Every meal is an opportunity to invest in that project. By applying these principles, you are not just eating, you are actively building a healthier, more vibrant future, one meal at a time. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. If this information has opened your eyes and you believe it can help others, please share this video with your friends and family. The more people who know about these crucial interactions, the more lives we can positively impact. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Which of these combinations surprised you the most? How do you usually consume your blueberries? We love to read your experiences. Subscribe for more science-based health and longevity secrets. We'll see you in the next video.